Hi Year 11. So open up at page 153 in your notes. We're going to try and do this practical today. Okay, so you can see here at the top we are investigating how the average speed of an object moving down a runway depends on the slope of the runway. So whenever we talk about the slope of the runway, I suppose we're really talking about the gradient of it. We're talking about how steep it is. Okay, so here's our aim. So we're going to measure the average speed. Well, we're technically not going to measure it. We're going to measure other things and then calculate the average speed. And we're going to investigate how that varies with the height of the slope. So our independent variable in this, the thing that we're going to be changing, is going to be the height of this slope. And then our dependent variable really, technically, is going to be the time that it takes to go down here. And then from that, we're going to calculate the average speed. So fair test things that we need to make sure that we're doing: making sure the material of the slope is the same every time, making sure the ball is the same every time, making sure we're always starting and stopping the timer, like starting the timer at the second the ball is released, making sure that we're always measuring to the exact same place every time. Okay, so to get sorry, I'll just go back over that again. We're going to change the height of this slope, and then we're going to be calculating the average speed. So we learned yesterday about the equation for average speed. It's just total distance divided by total time. So the total distance that this ball is going to be traveling is going to be the length of this slope here, and then the total time is just going to be the time it takes to go from the very top down to the bottom. So then if we divide our total distance by our total time, then we'll be able to get the average speed. So you have a results table down here at the bottom of the page. Because I'm doing this at home, the apparatus, that's in air quotes there, is a bit dodgy, so these heights will be different. I will tell you what different heights that we're doing here. Okay, so you'll have to change those. We're going to do twice for every height, calculate the average time. That's just to make our results a little bit more reliable, which is definitely needed with my dodgy apparatus. And then to calculate the average speed, it's going to be the length of the slope divided by this average time here. Okay, so I will show you my very professional setup. So I've got this little thing here, found it in the garage, and that's going to be our ramp. I'm propping it up on tubs, which is full of broken tiles, and then I'm going to try and do this big timer thing here so that I can start it whenever I release the ball, and then you'll be able to tell from the video. By the time it reaches the end, you'll be able to record a time. So I'm not actually going to be telling you the times in these here. That's up to you. Okay, so what I have just said is a lie. I do actually tell you the times. I think that's it, apart from all the measurements, so I will set you up here so we can get those done. Okay, so we're all set up. Hopefully you can see the timer there. I'm going to be measuring the height just from the ground there up to I'll go to the top of the white every time, and then at least I'm consistent. Okay, so I'll get the first height and the first two times and tell you, and make sure you're recording these. Okay, yeah. As I was putting this together, I realized I didn't actually tell you the length of the slope in the video. So the slope itself was 160 centimeters. So that's the distance that you use for calculating your average speed. So the length of the slope, 160 centimeters. So first height, 22.5 centimeters. First time, 2.55 centimeters. And our second time for that one, 2.63. Okay, second height, 33.0 centimeters. And 1.88 centimeters, or 1.88 seconds. And 1.95 seconds. Okay, third height, 43.5 centimeters. First time for that, 1.53 seconds. And 1.61 seconds. Fourth height, 54.0 centimeters. 1.30. 1.45. And our last height, 64.0 centimeters. 1.15. 1.26. Okay, that's us done. It's freezing. I'm going back inside. See ya.